My name's Timothy Sell. I was adopted from China. I was born in China. Was adopted when I was 2. I'm the third child of 5. I have an older brother, an older sister from China, a younger sister from China, and my youngest sister from Honduras. I grew up on the mission field in Costa Rica, Honduras, and Peru. Most of my life I've spent in Peru, but I love living in America. As I grew up, loved learning about history, loved reading history, loved watching stuff about history and documentaries. I think that's shaped my life a lot. And growing up in a family of missionaries, raised with reading the Bible, going to church and all that stuff, kind of going back with history. As a person who loves history, I loved reading the stories from the Old Testament. Unlike a lot of people, I think I was more so drawn to stories in the Old Testament than even the New Testament. And the New Testament's great and it has stories in and of itself, but it's a lot of like stories of kings and armies and stuff like that in the Old Testament. And I was really drawn to that, and that's one reason why I like history, I think, a lot, is because reading about those stories and seeing God's faithfulness with a group of people who just make mistakes over and over again kind of just shows his love for us. And so I think that played a big part in it, and I think I can sympathize and relate with Israel in a lot of ways. I think a part of my testimony is just the fact that I always thought that I had to do the right thing. I had to be a good, perfect kind of child. I would say I'm still a rule follower in a lot of ways, but that isn't where I base my salvation anymore. It wasn't till 9th grade I think I like fully realized that ultimately, like by the grace of God, I'm saved, not by my own works. So, having grown up in Honduras, Costa Rica, and Peru, all of those places have given me a kind of a rich perspective of just different cultures. Grew up in an English-speaking American household at home, but interacted with people from a lot of Latin American different countries. And in Peru, I actually went to an international Christian school, so a lot of Korean culture, a lot of Japanese culture, Latino culture, and just different cultures from Europe as well. So I think that kind of helped me grow my perspective of just understanding different people, and I think that's kind of grown into, I like building relationships with people and knowing their story as like a great way to like kind of those foundations for getting to know people is by learning where they came from. And I think that's because of the time I've spent on the mission field. And I'd say that has affected me by just giving me a richer outlook on life and being able to understand and kind of just sympathize with different cultures without necessarily having to agree with them fully. I love America. I love our history. God bless our troops. God bless America, and God bless you all.